Hello you. This is Stellar Wars by Commodore for the Commodore 64 by Kevin A. Moughtin, which I wasn't aware of until now. He of Booty by Firebird and Depthcharge, also by Commodore, and Exodus by Firebird. Fame. I say fame, well, famous to me anyway, with Depthcharge being my first game ever, because it came with my Commodore 64, and Booty being one of my earliest games after that. So yeah, the name Kevin A. Moughtin is well known to me, and I've never played Stellar Wars before, so I don't know what to expect. Rather amusingly, in the instructions, how to play the game, connect your joystick to the Commodore 64 and press the firing button. The firing button. Also, it doesn't say which port. So you go, well, was this copied across from like VIC-20 instructions or something, and they didn't realise there were two ports on the 64? But fortunately it says port 1, which I have correctly guessed in this case. You're presented with a review of... well, what's the point in spoiling it, eh? Let's just zoom in and get going. I'm guessing it's in space in some way. That's a bit wonky, isn't it? Well, there we go. Yeah, I'm sure you're used to wonky by now, aren't you? That looked straight when I was setting it up. So much for straight now. Oh well. Press firing button. Right, I will press the firing button. Skill level 1 to 9. Well, I think we'll go with... Hopefully 1 is low and not 1 is first class. So I'm guessing fire is 1. And... okay then. Oh, okay. That doesn't look like a brown TIE fighter at all. I've got no sound. Have I turned the sound down? That's more like it. They disappear off screen. When they disappear off screen, they're gone for good, it appears. Your TIE fighter's brown. Austin Allegro brown TIE fighters. Well, so far so simple. They've got a pink TIE fighter. I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Well, obviously I'm missing reading the instructions because I couldn't be bothered. Ooh, we've got a 500-point bonus and we can't move. There we go. It's better than Exodus, I'll say that. Although challenge doesn't seem to be... not a great deal of challenge at the moment. I've not even worked out yet how we die, unless it's completely failed to hit one of these guys. Maybe they'll get a lot harder on later levels. Get there in the end. Oh, come on, that was on target. Nice. What? Okay. Oh, I just noticed there's a timer at the top. Does that... okay, well, let's... No, I wanted 3. But okay, I guess we're going for 2. So it's just a case of shooting as many as you can before the time runs out then, is it? So just be as quick as you can. No, I'm not noticing time going up. Time is just going down. So just get as many as you can. Oh, fortunately the timer doesn't keep ticking while the bonus is going. That's a nice touch at least. Don't see anything stopping me just firing all the time as well. And yeah, I think I probably would have. I say I would have. I did play Depthcharge a lot more because I had Depthcharge and I didn't have this. But if I'd had either of the, I think Depthcharge is still the one to have. Closely followed by Booty. Just trying to think what other Commodore branded games I have played. There was Buffalo Roundup, which was alright. There was Harbour Attack, which if I remember correctly was a bit tricky to work out how to play. Maybe if I'd had it myself and I'd practiced more, I would have known what I was doing and I would have got better at it. I don't know, but I still think Depthcharge is probably the best Commodore branded game to have bundled with your Commodore. Obviously later on you had third party games, Ocean and Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit and all sorts of things. Hollywood Entertainment Pack and Platoon and stuff like that, all very fancy games. They were like, oh my god, this is brilliant, why didn't I get this without my Commodore 64? Because I got my Commodore 64 in like 1982, 83, something like that. That's all there was. So much later when other friends got their 64s after, upgrading from Specky and things like that, they got the later fancy slimline 64 and they got fancy modern games like Miami Vice, but yeah, they got fancy stuff like Platoon, which I really ought to do sometime, because I remember seeing Midnight Gamer playing Platoon and calling it Platoon. It's very fun. Nothing quite like a regional accent when you don't have one yourself. Nothing quite like complete lack of regional accent for making you feel like a foreigner in your own country. Having been on holiday, I can appreciate. 5,460. Going to England, and not having people going, oh, where are you from? Because they just think you're English. It's so much easier than living in your own country in Wales and people go, oh, where are you from then? I'm from round here. Oh, just moved, have you? No, lived here most of my life. But anyway, that's by the by. This is Stellar Wars on the 64, and I've completely lost the track of where I was like, oh yeah, Platoon. That was it. Yeah, I think, I still think I lucked out and got the best Commodore branded 64 game to have with my Commodore 64 at the time. Simple and basic though it was. I'm pretty sure I've covered it. God, I hope I've covered it the way I'm talking about it now. Yeah. Well, I suppose I ought to see what. Can I get 9? I can get 8. Well, let's see what level 8 is like, eh? Oh, they're a bit nippier, aren't they? Oh, and if they get close, you get a warp, warp, warp sound. But it just means they fly into you, into range of your turbo lasers that bit quicker. Yeah, it just means I get my points quicker. Your laser guns look very odd there. They're almost like ornamental stone dragons or something. Oh. That's not good, is it? So does that mean you can actually die then? Rather than just run out of time? Who knows? Maybe we will find out. Stay tuned. At this point, I should probably cut to an advert say, "Hi, I'm just setting up a website with Squarespace." But don't worry, I'm not going to do that. Might do it for a laugh, one. Isn't that annoying? You just go. It's the new way of getting advertising in. Get yourself sponsored by someone, and then it doesn't actually cut to a YouTube advert. It cuts to you talking to you and trying to sell you stuff. Like, no, go away. I'm here for the product that you are doing. I know you have to kind of try and pay the bills, but this is kind of sucky. Suddenly interrupting what you're saying to. Oh, it's like the old 1950s TV stuff where they suddenly break their television program to try and sell you washing powder. Like the old soaps. Because that's where they came from, wasn't it, folks? That's where soap operas came from, because they were sponsored by Omo and Lux and the like. Right, come on, next. And I could have sworn I saw two of them moving then. Two enemies on the screen at once, surely not. And cannot cope with such speeds. Yeah, I suppose it's, well, I wouldn't say it's a fair challenge. It's a bit more of a challenge. It's just a bit more exciting, maybe. You've just got to move quicker. Bullet hell shooter it is not. How many lives do I have then? Or does that just freeze me a little bit and waste me some time? That's the thing, them moving quicker just helps, because you're at a time limit anyway. If they were piddling around at a distance all that time. Oh, bum. No, I'm not dead yet. How many more do I have to get? Oh well, I beat my high score, 6,230. It would appear that if you want the big points, you go for the higher level, and it just runs faster and you get more points quicker. At level 8, apparently that was. Bit odd trying to get level 9 though, if your diagonals on your joystick aren't up to snuff. But yeah, let's leave that as a short one, eh? That's Stellar Wars. Slightly wonky, but there we go. Stellar Wars on the Commodore 64. Hope you enjoyed watching. Catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta!